Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing 3 flip throughs. They are all 3 books by the same artist. She is an Etsy artist from France. Her name is Laure Phelipon. I'm sure that I am pronouncing it wrong. My one semester I took of French does not serve me very well. Each of the books have the same name, but on Etsy they are listed as Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. They do ship from France, but shipping was incredibly reasonable. I paid, at the time I purchased these, and I think still now, they are $12.41 a book. And for all 3, the shipping was $3.37, which is, I don't know how the French Postal Service does that, but whatever. They didn't have the best protection in the world when they were shipped to me, so they did get a little bent. But honestly, the shipping was $3. I'll take it. Each book has, I believe, 24 images. It is printed on 170 gram paper. They measure 21 centimeters by 21 centimeters, or a little over 8 inches by 8 inches. The paper is pretty good. It's definitely not watercolor paper, but it's thick. And I feel like you could probably use almost anything on it. She did send me a couple little freebies with my order. There was this print, which I think is absolutely adorable, and I currently have it hanging in my craft space. I love owls, so I love that that was the one she sent. She also sent 2 smaller images on, this is watercolor paper, so I thought these would be fun to do sometime with watercolors. So I will go ahead and start the flip throughs. I will start with this book. I don't remember which one is Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, but these are the only coloring books that she does have on her Etsy. So if you were to look at her Etsy, which if YouTube will allow me to put links, I will put a link in the description that goes directly to her Etsy. Her store is currently on vacation until the middle of July, I believe. So we'll go ahead and start the flip through. Usually I'm not the biggest fan of line art. I tend to like grayscale. This does have some kind of interesting types of grayscale in it. But I thought these images were really cute. I thought they'd be fun to play around with. It was an artist I hadn't heard of. And I like supporting artists on Etsy or elsewhere. And I thought that they, for the price, this is the one that matches up with the print that she sent. I thought for the price it would be worth using them to experiment with, try new mediums, stuff like that. I am going to try not to talk the whole way through this, so I'm sorry if you just hear me breathing. I currently have a horrible, horrible summer cold. I'm trying very hard not to, breathe super heavy. If I can figure out how, I might put music over this. I don't know. But I am still incredibly new to YouTube and still trying to figure it out. I do tend to be kind of a pretty fast flipper. Mainly because, honestly, when I watch flip throughs, I usually watch them at 2 times speed because I get kind of frustrated. Like, I don't need to stare at every image for a full minute. I know that's an exaggeration, but if you watch a lot of flip throughs, you know exactly what I mean. But, everybody has their own thing. Like, you might watch this and go, oh, Lord, I need to slow that down. She's flipping through that, like, can't see anything. This is I call this one the pink one. There's like a blue one, a pink one, and a green one. I do believe this was my favorite one. I thought the grayscale in this one was a little more grayscale-y. So that's totally a word, right? Grayscale-y. So I really love this image. It's also cute. There's lots of kitty cats. This out of the 3 books is definitely my favorite book. I think a combination of the type of grayscale that's used and the images that are used. Her backgrounds aren't super busy. I think they'd be fun to experiment with different kinds of backgrounds. Like, I mean, this is pretty simple. I mean, you could do this with markers and make it really simple, or you could make it more complicated if you wanted to. She definitely does in some of her pages have a bit of a sketchy style, which again, usually I'm not that big of a fan of, but for some reason I just really liked these books. I thought they were really pretty, and I thought that they would be fun to experiment with. This one, when I saw it, I thought of, I can't remember, I've seen a couple YouTubers do it, where they actually take washi, and they use washi to do like fairy wings and stuff, and I thought this would have been the perfect image for that, because there's so much blank space in this image on the wings. So I think I might try that technique when I finally get around to doing that page. It's trying to escape. Keeps sliding forward. Yeah, it says on the back, I think each one has 24 pages. The green one. This one's, I think, a little bit more busy than some of the other ones have been. Thought this was really pretty. I think this would be pretty with like neo colors, or even try to use watercolor or something. Maybe like a galaxy effect. If you hear a very low-pitched whine in the background, that would be my elderly Chihuahua. She is very sweet, but she is a little... She's like 16 years old, and she's got a little touch of the dementia, and she doesn't like it when we're in rooms or not doing what she wants us to do. She gets a little confused and befuddled. Otherwise, she's perfectly freaking healthy, though. But sometimes she likes to make her displeasure known. Oh, look, elephants. These are cute. And that was that book. So that is all 3 of her books. Like I said, this was a great deal, and I had looked for flip throughs of these books prior to ordering them, and I didn't have a whole lot of luck, which is why I decided to go ahead and make the first flip throughs that I did on my channel these, because I thought maybe other people would be interested in them. I do plan on doing some more flip throughs. There's probably gonna be some of my next videos. But I do have a series kind of in the works. I am getting ready to go through my entire coloring book collection, which is a pretty hefty collection, honestly, and reorganize it a little. And I'm hoping to find a way to track my books and stuff like that. So I figured that while doing that, that would be the perfect time to do a series of videos that are whole coloring book collection videos. Personally, I've watched a number of those on YouTube. I really like them. It's great to see sometimes some older books that maybe don't get as much love, and you know, you can maybe see it and get a new favorite, or see something that maybe you'd forgotten about. So I do plan on working on those. That's a little more of an undertaking. I'm also sitting kind of right in the middle of a little bit of a construction zone right now. We are redoing my craft room, so it is a mess. I do hope to do 1 video a week. I think that is probably maybe hoping for a little bit too much with my schedule, but I am hopeful. So this will be my video for this week, and I will put up another one next week. If you have stayed until the end, thank you. I know I tend to be kind of wordy and yammer. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching this. I would absolutely love it if you could like and subscribe, especially as a new YouTuber. I think that gets me maybe more people can see it. I think the more feedback and, action is taken on the video. So again, thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great day.